When your cat suddenly bites you, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Most people assume it means anger or aggression, but that is often the exact opposite of what is really happening. In many cases, a sudden bite is your cat's way of reacting to something deeper, and if you miss the reason behind it, you could make the problem much worse without realizing it. Let's start with what that bite really means. Have you ever been petting your cat and everything seems perfect, and out of nowhere they suddenly turn and bite you? It feels personal, like one second they loved it and the next second they punished you for it. But the truth is your cat didn't suddenly snap. You just missed the moment they asked you to stop. Cats have a sensory threshold for physical contact, and every cat's limit is different. What feels like a calm and relaxing session to you can slowly become overwhelming for them. Researchers at the University of Lincoln found that cats show clear signs of overstimulation long before they ever bite, but most of those signs are so subtle that the average owner mistakes them for comfort. A tail that starts twitching at the tip, ears that flatten slightly, or a body that tenses under your hand even though the cat hasn't moved are not signs of enjoyment. They are warnings. When those warnings get ignored, the bite becomes their last resort. The solution is simpler than you think. Pay attention during the first few minutes of petting. If their body shifts even slightly, stop and let them walk away. You will actually build more trust by ending the interaction early instead of pushing through it. And here is something that might surprise you. Not every bite means your cat wants space. There is one type of bite that means the exact opposite, and when you learn what it really says about how your cat feels about you, it might change the way you see every bite they have ever given you. Another reason your cat may bite is because they think your hand is a toy. You wave your fingers, they pounce, you laugh, and then one day the bite actually hurts. What many people don't realize is that by playing this way, you are training your cat to hunt your hands. When cats are kittens, everything is a game. If your hand is the thing that moves, wiggles, and reacts, their brain begins to treat it as prey. This is not aggression. It is learned behavior. Studies have shown that cats who regularly play with human hands instead of toys are far more likely to bite during normal interactions as adults. The problem often gets worse because when a cat bites, people instinctively pull their hand away quickly. To a cat, that movement looks exactly like prey trying to escape, which makes the chase even more exciting. Instead of correcting the behavior, it actually reinforces it. The better approach is simple but requires consistency. Stop using your hands during play completely. Use wand toys, feathers, or anything that creates distance between your skin and their teeth. If your cat does grab your hand, stay completely still instead of pulling away. A target that doesn't move quickly becomes boring. Within a few weeks, many cats completely change this habit once they learn that hands are not part of the game. Another reason a cat might bite is because something in their body hurts. This is often the most heartbreaking realization for owners because by the time they figure it out, they may have been scolding a cat that was simply trying to protect itself. Cats are incredibly good at hiding pain. It is a survival instinct. In the wild, showing weakness can make an animal a target. Because of that instinct, your cat may eat normally, walk normally, and behave normally until someone touches the exact spot that hurts. When that happens, the bite comes immediately. It is not aggression, it is a defensive reaction to pain. Conditions like arthritis, dental infections, urinary problems, or even small injuries from a bad jump may not be obvious in daily behavior, but touching the painful area can trigger an instant reaction. If biting suddenly starts, especially when you touch a specific spot, or if your cat begins flinching in places they once enjoyed being scratched, it is important not to assume it is just bad attitude. A visit to the veterinarian could reveal a problem early that might otherwise go unnoticed for months. Sometimes a single bite is the only warning your cat will ever give. Another common reason for sudden biting is fear. Have you ever reached for your cat and they bit you instantly, almost before you realized what happened? There was no warning and no buildup, just a fast reaction. That was not aggression, it was fear. A frightened cat does not take time to think. Their brain immediately switches into survival mode, and in that moment you are not their owner in their mind. You are simply something that feels like a threat that needs to go away. It does not matter if you were just trying to pick them up or move them off the counter. What matters is what their body sensed in that split second. and their instincts told them there was danger. You will usually see signs of fear alongside the bite. These are not signs of a mean cat. They are signs of a cat that feels cornered. When a cat feels trapped, biting becomes the fastest way to create distance between them and whatever scared them. Loud noises, sudden movements, unfamiliar people, or even a new piece of furniture placed in the wrong spot can trigger this reaction. A study in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats living in unpredictable environments showed significantly higher rates of fear-based biting, even toward owners they had bonded with for years. The worst thing you can do in that moment is chase them, corner them, or try to comfort them by picking them up. Instead, give them an escape route and let them hide. Once they feel safe again, they will come back on their own terms. Fear bites are not personal. They are simply proof that your cat is overwhelmed, not angry. There is also one type of bite that means the complete opposite of everything we have talked about so far. Some bites are not warnings, not pain, not fear, and not frustration. Sometimes a bite can actually be a sign of affection. Your cat may literally be saying, "I love you," with their teeth. If you have ever been sitting quietly while your cat is purring in your lap and they gently nibble your finger, that is something called a love bite. Animal behaviorists believe this behavior comes from kittenhood. When kittens groom each other, they use gentle nips as part of the bonding process. It is how they show trust and closeness within their group. So when your adult cat does it to you, they are not treating you like a human, they are treating you like family. You can recognize a love bite by how gentle it feels. There is no tension in their body. Their ears are relaxed and their eyes may even be half closed. They are not trying to escape or warn you. They are comfortable and settled beside you. This is often the most vulnerable and trusting version of your cat you will ever see. The biggest mistake people make is overreacting. If you suddenly pull your hand away, yell, or scold them, your cat may interpret that as rejection. In their language, that gentle bite was their way of saying that you belong to them and they feel safe with you. So the next time it happens, stay calm and let the moment pass naturally. In that quiet little interaction, your cat is showing you that they trust you completely.